I've been living in my car with my 2 cats for several months, and I'm trying to figure out how to get out of that situation, but I don't really know what I can do.
My car's in repo, and I live in it, so I don't have any other. I don't have any other choice. I can't just give it back. This is where I live.
Across the United States, more people are living in cars, vans, and SUVs because housing has become too expensive.
If the average price of an apartment is around $1,600 and you need to make 3 times the rent in order to be approved for an apartment, you have to make $4,800 a month, or at least $30 an hour. That's not happening right now. So I don't really know how I can get an apartment unless I can find a really well-paying job. I've been working a seasonal job that definitely doesn't pay $30 an hour with the hopes that I could save up enough money and then move to a city I'd like to live in and find a landlord that might take pity on my soul and sign me to a lease even if I don't make the exact amount of income. But I just don't even know if that will actually be possible. I have a friend that can get me a serving job in California, but that's not guaranteed income, and everything I've tried to research says that servers have to have several months worth of income or bank deposits stacked up before they can consider being approved for an apartment. So I don't really know what to do because California is also a lot harder to overnight park. So I don't even know if I can go down there and live in my car and work to build up income in order to be approved for an apartment. I don't really have a co-signer. I don't really know what I can do. So if anybody has advice, please let me know because I'd like to give my little kitty cats homes.
For many, this is not about travel or freedom. It is about survival. Rising rent, low wages, debt, and strict apartment requirements are pushing working people out of traditional housing. One of the biggest problems is affordability. In many cities, landlords require tenants to earn 3 times the monthly rent before approving them. If rent is $1,600 a month, a person may need nearly $5,000 monthly income just to qualify. For people working hourly jobs, seasonal jobs, or tip-based work, reaching that level is difficult. Even those with jobs are often denied housing. Because of this, many people turn their vehicles into small living spaces.
My name is Alexis and I live in this minivan. Today I'm finally going to give you a tour of the inside. This is Midnight Rain. She's a 2008 Toyota Sienna. And this is my home. I've had her for just a couple of months now. So just to give you an idea of how I put all of this together, this is a camping cot with an 8-inch memory foam mattress on top of it. This is a toy box I got on Amazon and it houses all of my clothes. And Toby usually sleeps up here. I have his water bowl here so he can reach it. This curtain was also an Amazon find. It was $30 and it fits so perfectly in here. In this corner over here, I have this, which is where I normally sit my tablet so that I can watch TV.
Minivans and SUVs are being used as bedrooms, storage units, kitchens, and shelters. People install beds, use coolers for food, battery packs for power, and privacy curtains for safety.
I started this morning at 6 o'clock. I woke up at a rest stop where I slept in my car. Thank God it didn't rain last night. I got up, I drove to Planet Fitness. I fixed my hair, I brushed my teeth. I halfway charged my portable batteries so that I can run my cooler that pretty much lives in my car all the time. People always ask me about those batteries. There's a lot more people than I realize that are in the same position or that are just on the road or on the go or whatever and need resources. Because we're humans, we're needy, right? So now I'm at the gas station. I figured out that truck stops and gate gas stations have microwaves. So I'm gonna heat some food up in this gas station and probably change my shirt. Later on, I do have a hotel reservation. Hopefully that will work out. I have mast cell activation and chemical sensitivity, so usually hotels don't work out for me, but I thought it's a Hilton, it's less fragranced. I thought I would give it a shot.
Gym memberships are often used for showers, bathrooms, and a place to recharge during the day.
I've lived in my car for about 9 months now, and here are 3 things that I think are non-negotiables if you're planning on moving into your car. First one is tinted windows. I don't think it's a good idea to move into your car unless you have tinted windows. And I do understand that tinted windows can be very expensive, but I beg you to please find a way to pay for them because it's just not safe without them. Number 2 is a gym membership. This is where you will shower. This is where you will brush your teeth sometimes, where you will work out for the day. This will make all the difference in your happiness. Please get a gym membership. Preferably a gym that's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. When I'm traveling, I go for a Planet Fitness membership. Not all of them are open 24/7, but some of them are, and a Planet Fitness membership is only $25 a month. And when I'm not traveling, I just use a local gym. If there is not any gyms open 24/7, any gym will work, although 24/7 is preferred. And number 3 is window covers. Please get window covers. This is also another safety thing. You don't want anyone to be able to see in your car. You don't want anyone to know that you live in your car.
Although some people make it work, life inside a vehicle is extremely stressful. Finding a safe place to sleep each night can be a challenge. Many worry about police, security guards, towing, theft, or strangers knocking on windows late at night. Something as simple as brushing teeth, charging a phone, doing laundry, or using the bathroom becomes a daily struggle.
A stranger just came over to me to check that I was okay in the car park, and now I can't stop crying. Because it's like, you just forget that you're actually human, you know? And someone treats you like you're human. But he just kept saying, I know I'm just a stranger, but you'll pull through, like, you're gonna be okay.
You have no idea how many people have to sleep in their cars and still show up to work with you the next day. Please just be kind to people, because in this economy we're currently in, it's something like we haven't seen since the Great Depression era. And it's a weird economy because we have the technology, so it feels like we're not doing as bad. But when you actually look at the numbers, especially for people with kids mainly, see, I don't have any kids, so I'm able to actually do pretty good for myself. But be kind to people, especially the people with kids, because the inflation is so high, everything's unaffordable. It's whole families sleeping in minivans right now. That's almost the new normal, believe it or not. So just remember that you never know what somebody next to you going through, and you never know what you're going to be going through. So always have gratitude for what you have now, whether that's a car roof, whether that's a van roof, whether that's a house roof, or just a tent roof, or, you know, even not even having any roof and just having your health. Just please keep it on the forefront of your mind that having gratitude and being kind goes a long way.
Hey, I'm homeless. I live in my car, and I'm going to show you how I get ready for bed when it's cold outside. I think it's supposed to dip down into like the teens tonight, like 19 degrees or something like that. So first order of business is to warm this car up before I get all snug as a bug in my bed. So right now I have the car running with the heater going, and I'll do that for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I put my privacy curtains up on my front windows. This is what they look like. I don't know if you can see up close, but basically they have little clips that clip in here, and then I tie up here in the middle. And here's what my front windshield cover looks like. It's just one of these little doohickeys. And I always put my pillow up here in the front with me while I'm heating up my car so it gets nice and warm, because I hate sleeping on an ice cold pillow. And I put my back window covers on. I have to get out of the car and do that. They're these little, like, screen type ones. I guess they're like, I don't know, they're breathable. And they just slide over the glass. Here's a better idea of what they look like. They just slide on here. Like so, like that. So it's all warm and toasty now, so I'm gonna hop in the back. Ooh, yay! Now I lock my car so nobody can get me. And now I just wrap up in my Magellan low temp sleeping bag. Actually, I use it as a blanket and cover myself and kind of tuck it under. And even though it's going to be frigid, I'm going to be super cozy and comfortable. It's a process, but it's worth it.
Many people living in vehicles still go to work every day. Coworkers may never know the person beside them slept in a parking lot the night before. This is why many call it hidden homelessness. These are not always unemployed people. Many are workers trying to survive in an economy where housing costs rise faster than paychecks.
This is my nighttime routine whenever I am car camping. I'm parked at a gas station right now. I just went in and washed my face and changed into my pajamas. Now we're gonna brush my teeth. I would normally brush my teeth in there, but I didn't want to use the gas station water. Actually, where is my toothbrush? Okay, I found it. I I really need to throw away all the trash in my car because since I'm in my car all the time, I end up with like empty water bottles in here. So I usually just use a gas station trash can. And take that, Alani. I spilled all my shells on the ground. That's a tomorrow problem. I definitely need to make my bed, but I don't know if I should make it here because I'm at a gas station and I don't want these people to know that I'm sleeping in my car so that they don't like follow me and steal me. I may just sleep with all the clothes back there. I made it to where we're sleeping and now I just always make sure that the doors are locked. I usually like triple check. I'm actually gonna back in instead and I climb back there. Okay, this is the bed. I actually think I like all the clothes on top because it makes it less noticeable that I'm under all the clothes. Okay, good night. Let's hope I don't get stolen.
Reading this comment actually broke my heart, and there's a reason. It's because it says in 20 years, at least 30% of Americans will be living in cars and RVs full time. Well, let me help you out because right now, private equity has bought up the overwhelming majority of RV parks in the United States. They've also bought up all of the mobile home lots, and then they have extorted the long-term citizens, especially the senior citizens, in the mobile homes they could still afford and the mobile home units. It's been heartbreaking to recognize that even what used to be, so first of all, I grew up in a trailer park, okay? I grew up in a trailer park and I was poor. And poor people could afford to live there back then. That's the only place poor people could afford to live, okay? And knowing now that private equity has got their hooks into RV parks and mobile home parks have made it that even an unrealizable dream for the American middle class to take mobile homes out of reach of the working class of America. That's what's happening in real time right now. It is horrifying. And there's not a good way to do this. There's no good way to fix this except to get in there and let them all bankrupt themselves, not bail them out, and rebuild. We have to demand more. We have to. But this, cars, maybe, but I promise you they'll find a way to monetize the lots we can park those on too. There's simply going to be nothing left. Nothing left for you, nothing left for my children, nothing left for any of us unless we act. And it starts by voting out all the incumbents, both sides of the aisle, left, right, up, down. You take money from a corporation or another country, out. That's where it starts, and that's what we've got to do.
A few weeks ago, I got the impression that someone was living in their car on my street. I had mentioned it to one of my roommates saying that I thought that, and he said, no, I don't think that's what's happening. I think he's fixing up that car. I see him sometimes out there with guys, and it seems like they're fixing up the car. So I don't think he's living there. And I thought, oh, okay. So I disregarded it. On Friday night, I was getting home really late and I passed by his car and I saw that he was in there. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna check on him. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather check on him and be wrong than not at all. So I parked my car, walked over and introduced myself. And I didn't want to bring up the situation because it was so obvious that it doesn't need to be brought up. I said, hi, I'm Mariah. I live in the area. How are you? What's your name? And he said, I just got some groceries. I have this extra box of crackers if you want this. And he was like, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And then I said, I'm going to make myself a meal really quick. Would you want some? I can bring it out to you. And he was like, yeah, that's amazing. I'm about to work a graveyard shift. So I have to leave soon. And I said, okay, well, I'll be really quick. And so I went, made the meal super quick and brought it out to him. I brought him like snacks, like apples, macro bars, other things that I had around. You can see in the previous video that he said he leaves his dog in the car. He has a pretty big sized dog. I think it's a Doberman. She's so beautiful. He says he can't bring her to work, so he leaves her in the car the whole night while he works this graveyard shift. So I offered to watch her for the night. I brought her water, I brought her a little bit of food that I had that was dog safe, and let her sleep with me in my bed. Sweet girl cried the whole night until 6 a.m. I had my birthday party the next day and I was like, I'm not getting any sleep. I tried to massage her, I tried to console her, but she just cried the whole night. And I felt so bad because it's not like I could give her back to him because he's working a graveyard shift and it's not like she has a home to go to. I just dealt with it. I was so tired in the morning when I brought her out to him, just absolutely delirious, that I didn't think to offer anything else in that moment. But once I had left, I thought, oh, I should have offered gift cards. Okay, later after my birthday party, I'm gonna go get him gift cards for grocery stores, for pet stores. I'm gonna get some pet toys and some dog food, like make sure that he's really set up. I reached out to shelters, seeing who would be able to take him and his dog. Like, I was trying to set him up for success.
Women living alone often face even more fear because of safety concerns. Parents with children face even harder challenges. Pet owners struggle to keep animals safe and comfortable. Seniors on fixed incomes are also being affected as low-cost housing options disappear.
I shared yesterday that I've moved into my Subaru because I refuse to sign another lease and give tens of thousands of dollars to millionaire property management companies that I hate. Capitalism. So here are some answers to questions that you guys had about how I'm doing this. Question was, where do I shower? I know a lot of people get gym memberships. I haven't done that yet because I haven't needed to do that. I'm in a little bit of a special situation where my family lives pretty close by where I'm at. They're like 40 minutes away, and they live on a boat now. And so I have access to like the marina showers. I just need their key fob. And so I've gone over there a few times and taken a shower. Also, because this is Washington, there's tons of options for free public showers. For example, I'm going to show you where I'm at right now. This is the shower at the state park that I'm at right now. So this is where I've taken a shower for the last week. And the reason why I've stayed here as long as I have is because of this. Right there, that's a pavilion that I can work in. There's plugins all along the back. And then over there, free Wi-Fi, like free, really good Wi-Fi. I also have a 5G signal here. View of the beach. They also have water spigot with free potable water. So this is a really nice state park. Not all state parks are like this. This one is funded by BP because there's a plant right by here. So I've been here for a little bit, but there's other options. I'll probably just get a gym membership once I leave this area. But for now, this works.
Another issue is the rising cost of everything else. Food, gas, insurance, and car payments have become harder to manage.
I'm gonna show you guys my nighttime routine as a homeless person living in my car. But right now, I just ordered BJ's for my dinner. I ordered a kids meal, spaghetti with fries on the side, and a small little drink. And this was only $8.99, I think. And I feel like I got a lot of food for it. Like, let me see if I can open it. There's the spaghetti. I feel like that's a lot of food. And then here are the fries. They look good. They're good. Okay, so let's try the spaghetti.
He fucking that shit up.
It's good. So I forgot to mention this, but another reason why I got that hotel room last night was because I actually got, the night before that, I got a knock on my door, and it was one of the security guards letting me know, like, hey, you can't park here, you can't stay here, this is private property, you need to go. When I tell you that was literally one of the scariest things I've ever had to experience, like, I thought I was in trouble.
For someone already living paycheck to paycheck, one missed payment or unexpected bill can lead directly to homelessness. When the vehicle is also the home, losing the car can mean losing everything.
So there's no third spaces anywhere. There's nowhere you can go to just relax. There's nowhere you can go to sleep. There's nowhere you can go to piss. It's a constant struggle to have any kind of, not even just privacy, just being left alone. Just not having these property owners, private police force that they hire to just roam around like a bunch of dorks and pull up to you while you're literally doing nothing wrong. You're sleeping. You're doing an essential human body function, something that every single person who has ever lived has had to do, okay? And it's like illegal. It's legal, okay? Let me take it a step further. Gas right now, everyone knows that. everyone knows about the gas situation right now, but I'll tell you, and I've seen other people talking about this online too, they are doing something to the gas. The gas that's coming to us, the fuel that's coming to us is not the same as it used to be. I drive a hybrid vehicle. I drive a 2024 hybrid vehicle, okay? I was sitting in this parking lot a couple of hours ago. I had 184 miles to E in my tank. I moved from this spot less than a mile away to another parking lot, and I went from 184 to 177 miles. So then I turned my car off, I turned it back on, moved to just a different spot in the parking lot, and I had my car running for probably 30 minutes. I was on the phone with someone, probably 30 minutes. I went from 177 to 168 miles. 9 miles of gas from sitting idle for 30 minutes. Now that might sound normal to your car, but that's not normal to my car. I filled up gas in my car 4 times this week. I filled up my car 4 times this week. Again, I drive a hybrid. I'm used to filling up my car like once every 7 days. I've been to the gas station almost every single day this week. I don't know what the f is going on, but something's not right. Okay? My car's in repo, and I live in it, so I don't have any other choice. I can't just give it back. This is where I live.
These stories reveal a larger economic problem. When full-time workers cannot afford rent, when people sleep in cars while holding jobs, and when basic shelter feels out of reach, the issue goes beyond personal choices. It shows pressure across wages, housing, and cost of living. At the same time, many stories also show kindness. Strangers offering food, checking on someone in a parking lot, or helping with supplies can make a huge difference. Small acts of compassion matter when someone is going through hardship. Living in a vehicle in America is no longer rare. For many people, it has become the last option between having some shelter and having none at all.
So this is all the laundry that I have to do. It's this and this basket. I don't get paid until next Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to wait until Wednesday to do all my laundry. I'm just gonna change real quick in my storage unit. Don't tell anybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Laundry that I have to do. It's this and this basket. I don't get paid until next Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to wait until Wednesday to do all my laundry. I'm just gonna change real quick in my storage unit. Don't tell anybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And for those of you asking why I don't just sleep in my storage unit overnight, because it's illegal. I can't do that. That's literally trespassing. Don't forget to floss your teeth. And for my skincare, I use regular old CeraVe. And then lastly, my Aquaphor. Okay, let's go. I just love it when you get toothpaste on your shirt.
Perfect. You guys, I think I fucked up while I was setting up my privacy curtains. Like, I feel like somebody saw me while I was setting up my privacy curtains. Since I can't go to my old spot because I was caught and they told me to leave, I found this new spot, but it's not like as discreet as my old one. So I feel like somebody saw my hand while I was setting up my privacy curtains. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous. Please pray for me that everything goes right and that they didn't save me. I don't know. I guess I'll let you guys know in the morning.